The Beechwood Harbour Magic Mysteries by Danielle Garrett, narrated by Amanda Ronconi. I listened to the first book in this compilation, Murder's a Witch, and there I stopped. I went in expecting a cozy mystery with paranormal elements, but found myself struggling to get through it. Despite this being labelled Book 1, it quickly became clear that this isn't actually the beginning of the story, and as I subsequently found out after reading other Audible reviews, there were apparently short stories published before this that would have provided context. The story follows Holly Bolt, a potion witch who's been banished from Seattle Haven's supernatural community after a misunderstanding with magical law enforcement. Now she's stuck in the small coastal town of Beechwood Harbor as her last chance for a fresh start, trying to blend in with humans while living in a haunted halfway house for displaced paranormals. The boarding house setup could have been interesting. Holly shares space with a vampire, a shapeshifter, and another mysterious tenant, all under the watchful eye of their ghostly landlady who's struggling with her own emotional issues. I'm tempted to say more could have been made of it, but I think there was already too much going on in this book as it is. Holly's attempt at a quiet life working as a barista at the local coffee shop is shattered when her boss is found murdered in an alley, and her friend becomes the prime suspect. Holly feels compelled to investigate and clear her friend's name, using her magical ability sparingly to avoid drawing unwanted attention from a paranormal investigator who's already after her. Unfortunately, the story suffers from serious pacing issues. There are long stretches where it drags, interspersed with moments that are genuinely interesting, but those are few and far between. The first few chapters seem to relentlessly throw new characters at you, although perhaps they had been properly introduced in those earlier short stories I mentioned, but I felt like there was a lot of catching up to do. Even after finishing the book, I never felt like I got to know any of the characters. There were simply too many people cluttering the story who could have been cut without sacrificing anything meaningful. Another major problem is that Holly just seems dumb at times, making decisions that are frankly irritating. Amanda Ronconi's narration compounds these issues. She's not terrible when simply reading the story or voicing the main characters, she's actually quite decent and engaging in those moments, but when she attempts voices for other characters, she fails miserably. The male characters consistently come across as either stoned or sleazy, and it's not because of what they're saying, but how Ronconi delivers their lines. In some places, it's deeply unpleasant to listen to. She's also not great at differentiating female voices, and again, they don't come across well because of her delivery rather than the actual dialogue. The mystery itself involves the usual twists and multiple suspects, but I found myself not caring who the killer was. Holly's investigation supposedly puts her at risk of exposing her supernatural nature, but the stakes never felt real or urgent. By the end, while Holly solves the case and the setup is clearly meant to launch future installments, I was simply relieved it was over. I can't say the book is badly written or badly narrated, but I can't use the word good either. I was not enjoying the story and couldn't wait for it to finish. The combination of poor pacing, too many underdeveloped characters, a frustratingly dim protagonist, and problematic narration made this a slog to get through. Would I listen to another book written by Danielle Garrett? No. Would I listen to another book narrated by Amanda Ronconi? No. All in all, I'd give the book a 3 out of 5, and I'd give the narrator a 3 out of 5 as well. How about you? Have you read or listened to any of these books? Do you think I should go back to give them another chance? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I release a new review every week. Thanks for watching.